Can you imagine walking into a room, insulting everyone, and forgetting your own resume is public? Today, I'm reacting to a woman who says, "I hate broke men," only for someone to remind her she's a single mom with 4 dependents and 0 humility. This might be the greatest roast since the Pharisees tried to cancel me. Don't miss it, because by the end, even I had to say, get her some holy ice. She's gonna need it.
When men, how ridiculous. So you're upset with that man to the point where you film him to post him online to try and shame him, and all for what? For sitting in a different aisle than you, a few seats over? I'm sorry, does he try to talk to you? Does he try to hit on you? Watching this video, it seems he doesn't even look at you. But no, you want to be a victim so bad, which you're not, just to get some likes and attention at his expense and show off how much you hate men for simply existing. I'm sorry, you don't own the airport. You don't get to tell anybody, man or woman, where they get to sit. So, Kayla Dawn Davis, you need to do better. Mind your own business.
A man who makes 100,000.
I wonder how many followers that girl got after he just announced her on Instagram. This original video on YouTube here had like 500,000 views, so I wonder if she gained some followers and haters from that.
300,000 a year, that's good money, but for my specific life goals at 24 with plenty of options, and
plenty of options for what?
For dating.
And that means, man, the way you're talking is like you say you got a lot of options, but not for the kind and caliber man you're talking about, not that kind of money. God damn. You may have a lot of options for dudes making, you know, average money, but not for no man talking about $300,000-$400,000 a year. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And if I made $300,000 or $400,000 a year, this girl would not be my first choice.
Not here in Atlanta.
Well, like I said, for my life goals, a man who makes 100,000, 300,000 a year, that's cool. That's good money. But that's not enough money for me to say, I'm stopping what I'm doing and only your cares matter. What I want to do for my family, what my goals are.
This is a single woman. This is a dead woman walking.
And she gonna stay single. I wonder if we'll hear from the angry 30-year-old single woman in the comments again.
The thing is, you're going to have to do all that because your attitude, your masculine energy is going to make sure you got to take care of yourself, because the man who has more money, or what you're talking about, won't even deal with you.
The delusions they continue to feed each other seem to get stronger and stronger every day. She demands a man make over $300,000 a year while offering absolutely nothing of value in return, then complains that no man wants her.
Have you heard of the man versus bear thought experiment?
Yes, and I too would choose the bear.
Okay, so for our male listeners, set this up. What is this thought experiment?
So you can put any woman in your life like in the scenario. Okay. It's like, because you can even ask a man, like if it was your daughter who was in the woods, would you want her alone in the woods with a bear or with a man?
Yeah, and what do women say?
Always they will pick the bear.
Always?
My algorithm might know me, but I have not seen one of the TikToks where someone picks the man.
Okay, so take me through the reasoning. Why is that?
Well, I guess like with a bear, you know what to expect. And you like, and it's like what it wants is very clear.
To eat you alive.
And it feels a little easier to navigate. And all bears are pretty much the same. With a man, it could be anything. And you don't know what to expect. And you don't know, the worst case with a man feels potentially worse than the worst case with a bear. Is that like...
Wait, so what is the worst case with the man? Because if it ends in you being dead, it doesn't matter if it's the bear or the man. If the man at least, like, you know, keeps you alive and keeps you around, you're alive at least, not dead or half eaten by a bear. Because the bear will eat you alive and not care that you are screaming in terror and pain.
Like, I mean, it sounds bananas, but that's how it feels.
The funniest thing about it is they're lying about their answer. If they were lost in the woods, and they saw a man walking and saw a bear in the distance, I guarantee they are going to the man for help 100% of the time.
And
the man would know what to do in the woods. You would not have to ask the bear how to start a fire or need help to lift heavy things to build shelter. The man would help you, not the bear. The bear will immediately eat you.
who is financially stable, and I know you're broke, but anyways, and also so many broke people. I know.
Damn.
But also just, you know, someone who can laugh with and have a great time with.
Okay, so we have all of the popped balloons, so
I
we're
love
gonna
it.
go down the line and ask a few questions.
Do it.
What's your name, age, and why did you pop your balloon, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Justin. I'm 33. I'm a vice president of Shady Partnership for an economic development firm. And I popped because I think it takes a lot of courage to come on a show like this and to kind of laugh off people's intention when folks are here genuinely. I feel like that's not great. So.
Okay, and would he be your type?
No, but I also didn't get anyone's intention. No one actually got a chance to even say anything, so I didn't laugh at anyone's intentions at
Your
all.
comment while we pop balloons about folks being broke is just not really appreciated. So.
Well, they popped my balloon. It wasn't appreciated on my end either. That's unfortunate. Let's move on.
The reason why I popped it is your petty comment. Okay? So you say you want a man financially stable, which is completely understand. But because the man popped his balloon and you want to call him broke, I can't do that. Okay? You just got to understand the man, period. Just because.
We heard your comment. You don't have to go
okay,
too deep.
I wanted to, just like you did on the last episode. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, let's go ahead and move to the next one.
First, it was just the initial attraction, but yeah, kind of what everybody else said. I kind of didn't appreciate that comment. That was, in my eyes, kind of corny. You
I
didn't
know,
really
it
take
hurts
it
to
that.
be broke. Let's move on.
I guess. I guess.
I've never seen a financially stable person complain about someone saying you should not be broke. Just saying, but let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
calling the
mean,
whole
like I
room.
Let's
said,
move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Not even going.
Okay, nice. And why did you pop your balloon today?
Comment, you know, calling him broke. That's what it was for me. Because
Okay, and why did you pop your balloon today?
Initially, I was all for it, you know, but I think how you treat other folk, it just got something to say about yourself, too.
So there might be better luck next time.
They think it's funny to
That girl got humble. Damn. Like her attitude the whole time, that was making me want to pop a balloon I didn't even have. And maybe pop it on her head because someone needed to punch her in the face. Yes, ladies, don't make those insults at people because you might just offend the wrong person. I bet you most of those dudes were probably financially stable guys, especially the first one, who was a vice president of a firm. She probably missed out on a dude who lived a pretty good lifestyle and probably would have treated her well. But she had to be petty and have that, like, you know, you could tell, like, once they started humbling her, she didn't want to hear it. So that is a narcissistic trait. Not that she is a narcissist, but it is a human ego narcissistic trait right there. Just to, like, walk away from criticism and cut people off because they're saying something you don't want to hear.
disrespect men and then get in their feelings when they're held accountable for it.
Y'all, imagine being married, asking for a divorce for a specific reason, and then regretting that later. Okay, so there was this woman on TikTok who made a video about her friend. So her and her friend went out recently, and her friend was married for 11 years to a man that she thought they were going to be together forever and ever and ever because they were just a super cute couple. They had a really good dynamic, and they got along really well and never had crazy issues, right? So but she's not divorced and has been divorced for 3 years. And so she asks her, like, oh, like, why did you end up, you know, getting divorced? And she said, well, I am the one who asked for the divorce because I got bored. She said the relationship got really boring. She was a stay-at-home mom. All he did was work. And they were well off. So this guy is putting in a lot of hours and a lot of, work time. So that way they can live the comfortable life they were living. Okay? He paying all the bills. So
women don't understand. If you're going to date a rich man, you're going to date a busy man. And it is very difficult when we're trying to carry you because most of us want to carry you so you can have a nice life and raise our family and our you know, watch the kids and stuff. And especially if you like being a stay-at-home mom. My girl wants to be a stay-at-home mom, so that is my goal, is to give that to her. It might mean I have to work a little bit more, and sometimes she gets frustrated that I'm not at home on like her days off all the time. But you know, that's how it's gonna go, because I'm trying to build here. And so, ladies, if you want to be wealthy, well off, nice house, nice cars, whatever you want on the credit cards, you might not see your man very often unless he has a trust fund from his family or he mastered the passive income life, which is really hard to do.
She said she got bored always being home, taking care of the kids, and not really having them time or doing like spontaneous fun stuff. Well, she would tell him about it, and he would try to take her out and try to do stuff, but it just felt like it wasn't enough, and it wasn't the same for her that, you know, like it used to be when you're in a fresh relationship. Well, it's been 11 years. Spice it up. You do something. Anyway, so she asked for a divorce. He gave it to her, and she's been dating for these past 3 years, and so she asks her, how's it been? How's the dating life been, okay? And she tells her, honestly, it's been trash. It was fun at first, but now it's not fun because I'm looking for something serious now, and no guys want to take serious. All they want to do is have fun, right? Club, bar, let's go out, let's do this, let's travel, let's do that. It's always go, 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 go. And that is what she wanted in the beginning, but that's not what she wants now, 3 years later, right? So now she's like, I want to get serious with someone, and I want someone to help me with my kids and help me, and I don't know. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom again, okay? What she wanted was her old life that she chose to give up for some fun, temporary fun at that, right? So she left this man for bull just to regret it. And he has been now in a relationship for 2 years of the 3 years they've been divorced. So a year he took to himself, then he found someone, and he's been with that person for 2 years. She is now moved in. She is now living the life that this woman once was living. And she herself has 2 kids, so he's helping her with her kids and his kids. And she's kind of like offended by that. Shorty, you gave him up. He got every right to be happy.
Of course.
We've seen it 100 times in these videos. They want to live their comfortable life for excitement, some strange new D, and then they regret it later because they find out that everyone just wants to pump and dump, and that you're not going to find serious guys on dating apps most of the time, especially if you have been in a relationship for a while. I can imagine you think you're hot stuff and you're going to try to go for somebody younger than you, and young guys are not ready to do that, so they will just pump and dump you, and they are not responsible enough to take care of your kids. But good on the husband, because he is a well-off person, a smart person, and he found someone good for him. But this lady decided to split up the family, which I bet caused a lot of stress for him too, and just so that she could go out and try to get laid by new guys and have fun new experiences, instead of being happy with the going out and vacations and stuff that her current man back then probably took her on. So ladies, like I said, rich man, busy man, but if you give it up, you're not going to find it again.
She's going to put all the blame on him. She did the stereotypical thing, which is divorcing just because you got bored, and instantly regretted it when she realized the grass isn't greener on the other side.
No, it is not.
Now, she's bitter because he's happy without her.
Why don't you ever talk about the men that don't pay child support?
Because it's women like you who spread your legs with guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
No.
The women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Why nobody can ever talk to you because you don't let any...
People talk to me all day long. You can't talk to me.
No, I'm trying to talk to you and you're talking over.
Dear, don't tell me you have to do a radio show. I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't need your help.
Oh, okay. Let me. Can I please just say this? I was married once before, okay? Mm-hmm. My husband and I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him beating me for 2 years, I left him.
Really? But why did you tolerate it for 2 years? Can you tell me why you tolerated being beaten for 2 years? I'd like to hear about this.
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
Okay, I agree with you.
There you go.
You were stupid. No doubt about it. And now what are you going to complain that he doesn't pay child support? A guy who beat you for 2 years? Imagine that. The guy is irresponsible.
Right.
He beat me for 2 years, and now that deadbeat doesn't pay.
So why is it my
There's
fault?
your big concern. Now we see why you're so upset about this. You chose a manifestly irresponsible, violent individual to procreate with. Then you're amazed that the guy doesn't send you child support.
He didn't
Who's,
beat me until
you're still, you know what, dear? You were young and stupid. Now you're old and stupid. I mean, you're still stupid.
Oh, my God.
You are still stupid. You expect a guy who beat you for 2 years now to suddenly become responsible.
I cannot even believe
You're
this
insane.
video. It is unbelievable.
You can't believe what?
I can't believe that you're still on the radio.
I'm on the radio because I'm right, and I'm on the radio because I've got millions of listeners. That's why.
Yeah, well, you've just lost one.
Dear, you're not the target demographic. I really don't give a rat's ass. I'll bet your husband would agree with me. I'll bet your ex-husband would really agree with me. She hung up.
What are you running from?
Stop dating deadbeats. Pay attention to red flags, ladies. If he doesn't have a job, he's lazy, he's unclean, he has anger issues, those things don't change. And if you go and make a baby with them and then finally decide to leave, they're still going to be the dumb, irresponsible, violent deadbeat that they were before. So you just need to stop getting yourself into those situations and then having expectations afterwards, because they will never meet those expectations because they were not a good person to make a baby with to begin with. That guy was 100% right.
My ex-wife. I was engaged to somebody for 3 years. She was also engaged and marrying multiple other people. She just really loved the fact that I had money when we first got together.
Oh, you did?
I did. I had $30,000 in savings as a 20-year-old, and she was 31 when we got together. Everyone on my side of the world, so my family, my friends, everybody knew that we were together.
Okay.
Her family, her kids that she had that I was helping raise, didn't know that we were together.
What? What did they think you were doing?
They just thought that I was her best friend. But she proposed to me a month and a half into the relationship. And I felt good about myself. It was like a confidence boost. I have this woman who is 11 years older than me who's attracted to me.
So you accepted the proposal?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought that I was in love.
Okay.
So
well, yeah, first month, everything's heated, everything's exciting.
Right.
I mean, I feel like you just simping.
And so I ran with it, and she ran with my money.
Did you know that?
I knew that, yeah. We were engaged for 3 years, and we spent 3 years planning a wedding, but she was busy marrying other people.
What the f are you talking about?
And that is why I ran.
Watching my ex thrive.
So he planned a wedding for 3 years and didn't think that it was suspicious that it took 3 years to plan a wedding. And she was out marrying other people, probably divorcing them, getting alimony, and she was his next target. You got to watch out for those. Guys, don't simp on ladies just because they treat you well in the first 30 days. And if they're talking about marriage, kids, whatever, that's a huge red flag.
It's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over. After 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to, and wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
And you know what, man? Any guy who gets left, maybe his wife divorces him or his girlfriend leaves him, every man should strive to achieve this level of success and thrive this much that your former girlfriend or your ex-wife opens up her front camera and tells the world your success literally is triggering her. She literally said it triggers her. She's triggered.
My ex-wife blocked me just for viewing her TikTok like 5 years after we split and hadn't spoken. I saw her pop up in my feed, and I was like, oh, let me just look and see what this crazy biatch is doing. And then I did notice like the next day that it all disappeared and she blocked me on there. So crazy. But, you know, I'd be thriving right now, so I can see why. How'd that dog keep up with the bike? What? What a random ending to this video. That's
If
funny.
you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.
Thank you for watching that crazy compilation with me, with the modern king. Who is he the king or am I the king? I think that I am the king, but we can have other kings out there too. I can't be king of the whole world. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please check out both of my channels and some more of my awesome and holy content. And I will see you all soon. Amen. Peace out. And remember, Jesus is judging you. So behave yourself.